One red flag of narcissism is how they talk about other people. However, like with most things when it comes to a narcissist, this isn't as always as straightforward as it actually sounds, as narcissists have an apt way to twist things and turn things to their advantage and distract people, gaslight people into not seeing the extent of the truth of the situation. So this video is going to be about how narcissistic people talk about other people. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about the narcissist personality disorder, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with in your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you overcome narcissistic abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. So one thing a narcissist will do is slander people's names. They will make false statements about people to damage people's reputation. However, it isn't always as straightforward as they say something about someone to damage somebody's reputation. They will set the environment for the person whose name they are slandering, so they can twist that to suit the narcissist's narrative. Narcissistic people are very good at bringing out the negative side of people, bringing out the worst in those that they claim to care about. And if you care about someone, you wouldn't want to bring the worst out in them. So when you're having friends around, because the narcissist perhaps doesn't want the friends around, they're going to create such an atmosphere within the household before those friends even arrive that you are feeling low. And then behind your back, they're going to be talking to those friends about how they're worried about you, how they're concerned about you. And they're going to have little sly digs throughout the evening to set you off, so it matches the story they're telling others about you, which is actually half truths twisted into slander to suit the narcissist script. The same as if there's a special occasion coming up, and because that special occasion isn't about the narcissist doesn't want to go, yet the narcissist doesn't want to admit to their family members that they don't want to go, so they're going to blame you. They are never at fault. They're always going to look for somebody else to blame. Oh, I would go, but so-and-so doesn't really want to. Oh, I can't leave them on their own because then they'll be hell to pay when I get back home, which is exactly what the narcissistic people do to you. You can't go out and see your friends because you know when you come home there's going to be a mass argument that erupts. However, you will rationalise and make excuses. You don't go and blame the person you are with. Narcissistic people are always looking to blame others. Narcissists will belittle people. They will belittle you to people, and they will belittle people to you. They will do all they can to make other people seem irrelevant, make you seem irrelevant, make you feel like you're not enough. And this is usually due to the narcissist not feeling enough. So they have to pull others down to feel better about themselves. This is when they're going to have those sly digs of something you've done, how you've not done it quite to their liking, or how someone might have done it slightly better than you. And it's not constructive criticism to try and help you out, it's to belittle you so that you don't feel important. Narcissists are always seeking to knock other people down. They're always seeking to pull other people down. It's like when you're building two buildings and one person wants the bigger of those two buildings. The quickest, easiest, fastest way to do that is to knock the other building down rather than expand on your own, which is what narcissistic people, rather than expanding on their own life skills, on their own mindset, they will just knock other people down to feel better within themselves. Narcissists go around criticising others. They absolutely love pointing out the flaws, the weaknesses, the mistakes in those around them, to deflect away from their own flaws, mistakes and weaknesses. We all have them. Mistakes is how we learn. When we learn to walk, most people, most babies, most toddlers don't just get up and walk straight away. It's a learning curve. We make mistakes. We take 1 or 2 steps, we fall down, we get up and go again. A narcissist will be the person in the room laughing and pointing it out to everybody how they stumbled over. Yet, if the narcissist themselves stumbled over, they will take it as deep criticism if somebody laughs at them, because it is that self-entitled hypocrite of one rule for them and another for you. Many people can laugh at themselves if they trip up. Many people can laugh at others if they trip up. And they wouldn't do it to offend someone. If they know that laughing at someone who's fallen over would offend that person, most often people would check the person is okay first. Then they might giggle. Or they might giggle about themselves falling over. A narcissist will go all out to point out that somebody has tripped up. Yet if the narcissist trips up, they will go all out to sulk and play the victim. Narcissists love making judgment calls on other people's thoughts, feelings, opinions, beliefs, behaviours. And as we all differ in our own, although we can all have similar, we can all differ in our perspectives. Most people are willing to listen, to understand, to either stick to their own or adapt their own. When it comes to a narcissist, because they believe they are always right, they want to influence others into believing in the narcissist. And they do this by making judgment calls on other people, by calling other people out. Most people can fall for this trap. When someone has an opinion, if it doesn't match somebody else's, people can start calling that person a Karen. And it doesn't make that Karen right or wrong. It just means the opinions differ. But because the person doesn't want to expand on the debate, rather than just leaving that person to go and think and feel and do however they want to do, rather than continuing the debate, the discussion, they want to shut that person down by judging that person and insulting that person, which in essence shows the one that's actually calling the other person the Karen is the one who is judging people, and they're judging people based on their own beliefs and their own standards. Now, the one who's being called a Karen may very well be doing this. Doesn't make it right, doesn't make it wrong. But when people are that hell-bent on not seeing things from another person's perspective, it creates a lot of conflict. And when people pull in information such as science and data, we all know data changes, science changes. So yes, what you could be speaking at this present moment in time could be factually truthful, down to data and down to scientific evidence. And then as more people look into it, this data can change, this scientific evidence can change. However, when it comes to a narcissist, they are always looking to be right, questioning others so that people don't question the narcissist. They will spread rumours, they will spread outright lies. And this is often due to the fact that a narcissist always thinks they're right. They believe they're entitled to have what they want, when they want, with whoever they want, however they want it. They are incredibly envious of others. So if they see someone doing well, they want to pull that other person down. If they fear that someone's going to do better than themselves, they want to plant those seeds of self-doubt in other people's subconscious and then watch them grow, so that the narcissist doesn't have to work any harder, so that they can just take from others, because they are incredibly exploitative people. And one way they exploit people is how they talk about people to influence those around them into either disliking themselves or disliking others. When it comes to a narcissist, they can discuss their own childhood trauma, which many children can have been through some form of childhood trauma. However, narcissistic people don't use this to empathise with other people, to help other people. Narcissistic people use this to extract the maximum amount of sympathy from other people, to exploit people's kindness, to exploit people's generosity, to exploit people's trust. Childhood trauma is not an excuse or a reason to justify traumatizing other people. It's manipulation, it's deception. Those who genuinely care, those who have the empathy to care for others, would be able to relate on a level that they know how something feels when done to them, therefore they wouldn't do it to another person. And with a narcissist, they can twist things, because they can talk badly of their relatives to you, to influence you into taking a dislike to that relative. So when you're around their relative, you are then naturally off around them because of what the narcissist has informed you to influence you, and that relative might pick up on those vibes and take a dislike to you. Yet the narcissist will be telling the relative what the narcissist is doing to you, and they'll be saying you're doing it to them, so that that relative takes a dislike to you. And when it comes to your own relatives, they can slander your own relatives to you, to influence you into questioning your own relative's character, your own relative's intentions, to isolate you from that relative. Yet, when the narcissist is talking to that relative of yours, they can be speaking very positively and highly about you. So that relative likes the narcissist. Then as the narcissist goes around sinking you for depression, the relative that you would go to takes the narcissist side and not yours, leaving you feeling more crazy, leaving you feeling like you are the one losing your mind, when it's the narcissist that's manipulating the minds of you and those around you. A narcissist will come along and say, oh, did you hear what they did? Can you believe they would do something like that? And more often than not, the other person might not have even done what the narcissist is telling you. It's usually what the narcissist has done, who is confessing to you, to see your response and your reactions, to release their feelings of shame. Because they told you, and to the narcissist, it's not their fault that you didn't cotton on to the full story. A narcissist will talk positively about people on things that you are insecure about. So if you're insecure about certain parenting skills, your education, whatever things, we all have insecurities, whatever things you are personally insecure about, a narcissist will get to know all about these, to use these against you, and they will praise others to hurt you. If you're insecure about your looks, for example, if you're insecure about the shape of your nose, a narcissist will turn around and say, oh, haven't they got a lovely nose? And then they will look directly at your nose. So without insulting you, they insult you. Without invalidating you, they invalidate you. They leave you questioning who you are as a person. And when it comes to speaking of exes, many narcissists often tell you what they did to the ex, only they're explaining that the ex did it to them. And one day they will be doing that to you. We can all have an ex that we might not be overly keen on, that we might not talk about in a positive way. Whereas when it comes to a narcissist, more often than not, they wish harm on that ex, and they wish some of the most malicious things to happen to that ex, and they justify it with what the ex has put them through, or what the ex has put the children through. They lack that compassion to really understand what they are saying. Now, people can go through a stage when they realise they've been deceived, of seeking revenge, when more often than not it's not revenge people are after, it's justice people want. Two wrongs don't make a right. People want to see justice served. People want to see people take ownership for their actions. People don't want people to go and hurt another person in the way that somebody hurt them. They don't want that person that hurt them to go and hurt another. When it comes to narcissistic people, they are that busy in everybody else's business, they forget to take care of their own. And then they have to take care of their own by pointing out everybody else's business to distract people from what the narcissist is truly doing. Remember, with good intentions, there is no wrong way or right way to live your life. There is only your way. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please add those into the comments. If you're looking for more support, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is in the description. I shall link the videos into the description about the narcissist envy, why they go around hurting other people, the narcissist traits of exploitative behaviour, and the narcissist's lack of empathy. Go out there, create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.